live because I don't know if some people's ends were acting up or if, you know, it was doing what it does to us. And so, um, yeah. But anyway, um, let me also make sure there we go. Sorry guys, I was editing the comment section, but we're back. So, for those of you who weren't here, when I was live a few minutes ago, I'm just gonna give it a few more minutes to let people come in here so I can tell you guys a pretty big announcement on top. Because, y'all, let's just say my day was pretty good, and it also has to kind of do with the announcement I'm about to share with everybody, which is huge for me. And, so yeah, I'm gonna give it a few minutes to let people come in here and all that. And also, if you're new, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber who's been here before, welcome back. Feel free to like and subscribe and hit the notification bell down below and set it to all notifications so you can get every update that gets posted out here. So you never miss any newest updates that I post or that does get posted on here. Because I would hate if somebody missed um I would hate if anybody missed a video or a live stream out of me and you didn't realize it. And so, um, yeah. But anyway, um, let me. So okay, well, in the meantime, while I'm waiting for people to get in here, I'm gonna text. Just forgot terms I could do to somebody. Um, I'm gonna text one of my friends because I was telling them about the news a little bit. So feel free to say hey in the comment section for those of you who are new here, so you get to know the channel more, but also you get to know me. And y'all ask questions down below and all that. Let me set this on really quick. Okay, there we go. Here we go. You are. Hey there, I can tell you're new. Mohammed, I can see you're new from what I can see. Welcome. Dexter, I see you're new too. Welcome. We're definitely getting a lot of new people, which is awesome. So if you are new, please be sure to tap the like and subscribe button down below. So if you want to keep seeing updates from here, you can always be on the lookout for all that. The US, to answer your question. Oh, that's cool. Um, Maddie, but my name on YouTube is Sunset Queen on here. Hey, let me respond to. Yeah, I'm gonna text a friend saying something real quick, y'all. So give me just a moment, but y'all keep talking in the comment section while I do that real quick. So give me just a moment. So, hang on. Sorry, guys, I was texting a friend of mine. And so, of course, we all know how that goes. But let me look through my comments because it's been a few minutes. Anyway, let's see. Try to make sure I'm missing one. Okay. Yeah. Okay, right here. From where you are. Hey there. Um, IQ, I see you're new, so welcome. You are you asleep now? What? No? Um, no, I'm up, if you're wondering. Uh, what are you going to go? I'm going nowhere, I'm just sitting here. And then Christina, I see you're new, so welcome. If dinosaurs exist still, would you? Okay. First off, what question is that? And second of all, dinosaurs went extinct a long time ago. Honestly, but let's move on with the question, by the way. Um, no, I am a 20-year-old adult. I know I look like I could be a little bit younger, but I'm 20, almost 21 by age. Um, in which right now I'm not even really planning on going to college right now because it's too expensive, y'all. Honestly, it's too expensive. And college is not really a fit for everyone, which is okay because God's got bigger plans than what you think and all that. Which is my to answer your question, my favorite subject. Oh, that's a good one. Oh gosh. Uh, what's that? To answer your question, Dexter, my favorite subject is probably I probably would say English because I was actually pretty good actually at it. Um, and all that. That's what I would say. But yeah. Y'all feel free to ask questions down below if you haven't seen this already, but definitely keep on doing so. And I'm gonna give this I'm gonna give it about a couple more minutes to get a good amount of people on here because I do have a big announcement for everyone that is on here, but I'm gonna give it some time just to get some more people coming in here, just so that way we have a good audience. Y'all can hear all of it from the day. Um, but yeah, uh, t- not really. And I will say, Dexter, I wasn't anyone's typical high school person. I was not the typical high school student that um took all the normal courses except for English. But that's just because I had a learning disability, and so usually for me it kind of would get difficult to understand a lot of it. And I learned a lot of the subjects in a more easier state and all the things. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, that was like a long time ago me though. But yeah, so um but yeah. And for those of you that do ask what disability I've got epilepsy, which is a neurobrain disorder, which that just means that the nervous system in the brain, the electrical system in the brain trigger malfunctions and cause me to have seizures like crazy. And I do hate when that happens because it's just not really. I'm just gonna stand up for a second. But y'all, having a seizure is the worst thing to have, especially for um people like myself who have had to go through it a lot back in the day. Um, but um, yeah. So, I saw something. But anyway, okay. Why the heck did we went from what would I say a good couple of numbers of y'all to now three of you? Okay, that's crazy. Because literally, I had to do a reset because of that. Because I thought some people's ends were glitching on me. Because I've had that happen before, where people don't see their chat and it's like one thing. But um yeah. And so um anywho, just wanna make sure. Okay. Just wanna make sure I was not missing a comment out of everyone. But I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes just to let um those of you who are on here, of course say hey to me, but also for those of you who are just coming in to also hear the update. Because I mean, I am one to share it like crazy to you guys because I'm still, I mean, all day today I've went absolutely just like I was just like so. I mean, I was just on cloud nine all day today, and so that's kind of why I'm sound. That's kind of why I sound like I'm a lot more low toned. Was from all the excitement, but yeah. So, mhm. But yeah. So, anywho, oh god, I hiccup, y'all. Hate those. Yeah, no. Oh my god, I hate the hiccups, y'all. That's just great. So, that's great, you know. Like, okay. Um, oh my god. I am sorry you guys forgot to bear with me for a moment. And so, I really do hate when hiccups happen like that. Right. Um, that's great. Mm. Mm. I'm sorry, I'm getting very horrible hiccups. But I do hate when that happens, so like I said, just bear with me for a moment. Cool. Anyway, yeah, see, yeah, mind me in the hiccups here once, so don't think it's a crazy scene, okay? I'll just say that real quick. But, oh my god. I think a lot of you guys can get my frustration right there. A lot of you guys can totally get it. Because hiccups hiccups are one of are one of those things that it gets you very irritated. Let's see. That's when Mike breathed me because I can't control when. Oh my god, when these want to start. But it's also the worst timing when I'm in the middle of talking with you guys and this is occurring. It's doing that to me. But give me just a minute, y'all. Oh my gosh. My god, these hiccups want to start so bad. And all that. Oh my god, these hiccups are so stupid. Yes. Oh my god. Yes, Brahma, they're really freaking annoying and I don't. Oh my god, see, y'all know my frustration. It's like, come on. All I'm trying to do is talk with you guys, and I'm also trying to share a big announcement. But hiccups are doing me dirty. It's ridiculous. So like I said, everyone who's in here, bear with me for like 5 minutes. Because it's taking a little while just to get down. Anyway, um, yeah, it's pretty crazy, but um, it's ridiculous. Um, you know what? I'm just gonna go ahead and share the announcement I was telling you guys in the beginning. Um, that happened to me today. Very unexpectedly. Like it's an exciting announcement that was very unexpectedly. Um, so for some of you who are new to me, um, I have a learning disability in the way I have been getting a job over the I'll tell you, over the past 4 years, I have been trying to get a job, but it would be management, it would be crazy, and just I would keep getting shoved to the curb half the time for 4 years straight. But then about about last year, I finally got help and I went to Texas Workforce Commissions, which is a program out in my state where people like teens and young adults with learning disabilities can um they can get help by a job counselor who not a job coach. I mean, you'll be in a job coach, but not there yet. But a counselor who knows about jobs and how and will tell you the fundamentals of getting a job, but also what appropriate steps are best for you, whether if it's trying to do some things around, and they also help work your way. Um, they basically help work your way up to that point. And so, um, yeah. So give me just a second. But, yeah, it's pretty crazy. And so, um, but yeah. And so, um, yeah, and so today what I went and did, the step I was now at was called um, a, a work experience. And so that's when I went into this place out here, in it's a place called it's in Texas, in East Texas, called Athens Thrift. It's a thrift store in my area, and um, it was the place you actually get to choose and select where you want to do it at, and y'all, the craziest thing, I actually never suspected this was gonna happen today. I really didn't. I thought it would be like a few week process thing, but today I did like a few minutes there, so just getting to know the manager and a couple of different employees a little bit and getting to know my job a little bit. Um, but y'all, um yeah. And also to answer your question there, Dexter, have you what? No, I've not heard of that. To answer your question, but everyone, I am so crazy excited to announce that after 4 years of trying to get to the point of trying to get to this point that I finally got. Here's what's crazy. I literally got the job directly. Like I found this out after we all got done. I had no idea cuz my employment specialist was talking to my mom about some of the steps that we did and next things, and then my mom retold me it, but yes, I said that there, you guys. I officially got the job, but I also finally got a job after long years of waiting for this day to come. And y'all, it's incredible. Like it's it's unheard of. Like I can't believe it. Oh God, I can't believe it. So literally, y'all, today I have been on top of the moon today. Like I have been so excited ever since I found it out. So, yeah, so for those of you who just came in, that's why I had to wait a good bit just to wait for a few people to come into here. And so, um, why it took Dexter, to answer your question, it was because ever since I'll tell you it since you're new here. Ever since I was 16, I would do what any of us would do and apply to places like you're supposed to. And I would fill everything out correctly in my words, not like I'm not doing it wrong. But management for me sucked, like in my words of it. Like I only went into the interviewing process twice, which I was about 18 for the first time, then I was 19 for the second time, but then and what my head thinks, I feel like I feel like it went well, but for management, it's like, okay, next in line, keep passing. And so I just kept, after the second time that's happened, the second time in the interviewing process that's happened to me, couldn't. I couldn't trust uh, what I was, I mean, I like what I was doing, but I just couldn't bear trying to do it on my own at that point. So I decided to get help, and I'm glad I did because I, oh, it's crazy. But yeah, so it's official, you guys. I got the job today. And so now the next steps are I'm just waiting for my counselor who's been on my case to get all the paperwork because I have a lot of paperwork I have to fill out in order for me to start, but also in order for me to start receiving my first paycheck too, which that is crazy to think about. And for anyone that is wondering with hours and days and all that for me, I will be working, when I do start working, hopefully in a couple weeks, the days I will be working are Mondays and Wednesdays from 9 to 1. So from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. So only for a good, like, almost like 6 hours. Like a good, um, like 5 to 6 hour window, which is pretty good. Especially that's pretty good for a first time employee like that. And so I can't wait for this to start happening. And so, yeah, I can't wait to get at it and actually see what being in the job life is like. Because, y'all, for those of you who've heard me talk about my past before with it, y'all know how long that took me just to get to this point. Like, it literally took me a good 4 years just to get to where I'm at today and all that. But yes, I am just so blessed, y'all. And let me see, I'll show you guys what I was wearing, so you guys can see what I was wearing. Um, hang on. So this was um this top y'all see me wearing in here, that's what I wore to it. Was this top and this necklace, which has me and my boyfriend's initials on it. And then I'll show you a different photo, but in this photo you'll see the leggings I'm wearing in that. I wore the leggings in this photo, but not the top. But I wore the pants you'll see me wearing right there, but with the flower top. And my hair was also in a clip. And this was my hair too. I don't know why I felt like putting it up in a clip, I just did. And so that's a little sneak peek of what I wore and what I looked like. And I also had a light purple cardigan, which is actually right there. Um, which to pair that with just to pull out the style a little bit, but I'm very excited about this next step. And y'all, I can't believe, and y'all, even when I heard that too, I was just going crazy. But when at one point, my mom and I had to stop at Brookshire's in her area, which is a grocery store in my area. It's like Kroger and Walmart, but just a different name for it. Um, she had to go in there and get a couple things, and I had to stay in the car just that way I could actually so I could actually try to get that shock out of me, because I was trying to get that out of me, because I couldn't get that excitement out of myself, because oh, it was incredible. Even all day, I couldn't get it out of me, because it was just crazy. And so, um, yeah, but, um, yeah, it's incredible, you guys. So, um, hang on, let me fix my settings, but yeah, it's incredible. And so, yeah, I was literally just super excited like all day because it was felt so good. Like, y'all, I truly believe that was God's way of answering my prayers right there in front of my own eyes. Like, I truly think I just saw him just literally answer my prayer and just opening up doors. Like, just the start of doors opening to what this will look like down the road. And I'm just so beyond blessed at this point, y'all, just to say that, because even I've been waiting for this day to happen since I was 16. And oof, a lot of us know how that goes. And so, um, yeah, it's pretty crazy. And so, um, yeah. And so, um, yeah, so thankfully it's only Mondays and Wednesdays that I do this. And right now, and another step that I'm doing too is I will have a job coach with me for the first like little while, just to be with me, so that way if I needed help understanding stuff or anything that I can ask them about it, but also they can help me understand the layout and they can help me understand um just important things that I need to know. And then once I get to a good point where I'm doing pretty well enough, then they will step aside and I'll keep going like any other person. And it's just, it is just incredible. And so, um, yeah, it's crazy. And so, I honestly can't believe that it went from me coming in this morning just for a typical assessment to me finding out that I got the job without even going through the interviewing process, y'all. Like that, y'all, even I was shocked when I found out because my brain was so used to, okay, you're going straight into interviewing, getting questioned, and then within a day or two is when you might know you'll get a response or not. Like, it's crazy. And so, um, but yeah, it's pretty crazy. And so, um, yeah, it's wild. But, um, yeah, it's pretty wild. But, um, yeah, it's crazy also. I can't believe it. After 4 long years of it. But, yeah. And so, yeah, it's awesome. But yeah, we're just chilling though, y'all. So if you're new here, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber who's been here before, welcome back. Um, y'all, it's pretty crazy to believe with it all. But yeah, you're gonna meet so many new people. Yes. Yes, I'm very excited to meet my future coworkers and just start making a lot of new friends at my new job. And something I did here too is for a, a good bit of everyone that works there. I mean, of course there's everyone that's all different age gaps, but the majority of the people that are working that I'm where I'll be working at are at least within my age window. So at least a good bit of them are in their 20s like me, and then a couple here and there that are like in their 40s or up. And so especially part there's a good part of me that says that there are some people that I will be able to meet within my age timeline, which is pretty cool. And so I can't wait to just see what God does these next couple weeks and right before I fully start my first day and all that. Because like I said, it'll be about a couple more weeks and it'll be official. Like a full I mean it's official right now, but like officially like days like it gets started. And so yeah, and even the best part is I get Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays and Saturdays off. So I get a good amount of off days. Um, which is the best part right now. I mean, Sundays for this place. I mean, they're closed on Sundays, but other than that, they're open pretty much every day, um, except for Sunday, which is awesome. Cause who wants to work on a Sunday? Not me. Mm-mm. That should be a day where everyone goes to church and learn about God and have fun, but also that should just be a day to chill. and not do much. And so, yeah, so I am thankful that they are closed on Sundays because first off, I've got church on Sundays and especially for some of the Sundays that I work with the kids a lot, I'm not trying to step back from my kiddos there. I'm not trying to step back from it all because I love them like crazy. And I mean, I've been doing this for 10 years, but I've just restarted my 10 years back up after 2 years of finding a church and just getting back into the swing of things and just all of it and all that. But, um, but yeah, it's crazy also. I can't believe it. And for those of you that do ask what does uniforms for us look like at this place where I will be working at, um, with me, I'll be wearing tennis shoes. Um, thankfully, we really can wear really anything we want mostly, so that's a nice thing. Is for example, I can wear a comfy t-shirt and shorts if I wanted to, or pants with my tennis shoes. And so, um, yeah, and so it's pretty cool. And so, but yeah, which is awesome. And y'all, my hair is gonna be tied back like crazy, like it usually is, because a lot of you know me how it does to me, because it drives me bonkers when it's down. Like it just does. And so it's gonna be awesome because my hair will be up in a ponytail and just cute, casual wear, and just looking good and all that. But yeah, I can't wait though to for my first day to start really soon and after I get all this stuff done. But yeah. And so yeah, like I said, I can't believe I came into this just thinking it was just my first day and I thought this would be a few week thing and then that's when it was like more of a determination situation. But to my own shock, I come to find out that after just a good getting to know a couple people and just getting a good look at the place, that I this morning was stepping into my now future job, which is crazy. Like, I can't believe it, you guys. Like, I never thought it that way. Because, what was I supposed to expect? You know? And I really can't believe it that we did it. That I finally did it after 4 years of it not being successful, but finally it did. And it was definitely the wait. Um, it was definitely the wait there, y'all, but there was a purpose behind that. And sometimes, y'all, God reveals little things like that without you knowing why you had to wait so long. And just, it's incredible. Oh my gosh, my boyfriend texted. Oh. Hang on, let me respond to him real quick. So give me just a moment, y'all. Mm, hang on. Yeah. Sorry, I was texting my boyfriend because he was texting me saying that he loved me. Which he's awesome like that. Oh, and to give everyone an update on him, speaking of him, He's doing pretty good. We talked on the phone actually this evening, which went well, like it usually goes. But yeah, I mean, I can't believe this, honestly. And even I told him this exact news I've told you guys, and even I've told some other friends of mine, and oh my gosh. Especially I told, I'll tell you, so my best friend named Asia, she's like a sister to me, and y'all, when I told her about it, she was the first one that knew. Besides my mom, because she directly told me it, and then I started telling because it was just crazy. And then, um, it was crazy. Like, couldn't believe this. And so but yeah, when I was telling her about it, I will tell you guys this. She was so excited, but she also straight up called me. Like, straight up called me, and I told her over the phone too. And even her and I both were getting excited because even she had to look at it, the text that I told her about it a few times just to make sure she was seeing it right because of how shocked she was. It was crazy. And so it was amazing that she and me got to chat on the phone for a good little while and even me just telling her what happened through the process and just yeah. I never would have thought that I ended up getting the job without me going through the interview process. Like that was crazy. Like that's just crazy. But um yeah, it's crazy at the end of the day. But um hey, I need to fix this hair, so give me just a second. But yeah, it's incredible. And hang on. Okay, sorry about that. I was fixing my hair, but yeah, it was literally crazy. But like, I honestly can't believe it. Like, even when I was in the car too, I literally, like, when my mom was in the store and I was in the car, I literally just prayed and just thank God for what just happened. Because, oh, it was truly something that just did it. And um, but yeah, like it was truly amazing. And um, yeah, but um, yeah, it's pretty wild. Um, but yeah, it's crazy. And um, yeah, can't believe it. Like, I really can't believe this, y'all. It's crazy. But yeah, it's crazy. And um, yeah, it's awesome. But yeah, and even when I was telling AJ about it too through text, even he literally said, now let me see if I can share. Let me see if it doesn't. Let me see if I can find it. Well, actually, hang on. Let me see if it lets me. Some of these it lets me, but it's not every. It's because of how big it is. But what I will tell everybody though is one of the things he literally said though, because when I told him about what happened and all that, he literally said that so he said that so I need to look at how he did it, but better. But literally, he even texted to say that he was proud of me, which I mean, I love him, and ugh, it's just I can't believe that I ended up getting it. And y'all, now I'm just hoping that he can be the next one because I really was hoping for him to get a certain job that he did go in for an interview for, but he found out the hours of it weren't within the window that he would be available to do due to family stuff that he has to do since he has to take care of his grandma, but he also has to take care of his brother too, since his aunt comes like 2 to 3 times a day. But and all that due to his situation a long time ago. And so, um, yeah, it was crazy. And so, but, um, yeah. And so we're just hoping that for him, that soon, hopefully, knock on wood, that all goes well. And it's just incredible like that, you know? And so, um, yeah, it's crazy. But yeah. Um, I think what still is crazy is I'm literally wearing like my winter material kind of PJs that I would wear right around the winter time because of how, guys, y'all, it's literally 57 right now, and the low is supposed to be 47, which is crazy. Like, it's crazy, y'all. Texas weather can be very unpredictable. Like, one day it can be cold, next day it can be warm, next day it can be humid, next day it can be rainy, it can be sunny the next, it can be cloudy the next, it can be both at one, it can be, or it can be a mix of two. It can be rainy 1 hour, it can be sunny the next hour, or it can be cloudy the next. Y'all, Texas weather, but y'all, Texas weather like that will make it very unpredicting. Like, I have lived in Texas my whole life, and so even I know how the weather gets. Like, especially in the east side, it gets very unpredicting. Um, but yeah, like it's crazy. Like today it was like, for example, today it was raining like crazy, and then at one point it stopped a little bit. Like for example, like this morning when I was going to my job experience and all that, and I found out news and all that, it was literally raining, literally. Um, this morning when I went in to do all that. But then it kind of settled down by the time. Like, it wasn't nearly as crazy when I got out of it, but, um, yeah, it's really crazy. But, um, but yeah, it's very crazy. Y'all, let's go 5 people like live. If you haven't done that, please feel free to. But if you have, don't listen to me. Um, but yeah, it's incredible. So I just cannot wait to see where a lot of this will take me down the road and just this is just this is just the start of the next chapter for me that happens after so long. And I'm just thrilled and thankful that it happened to me finally after 4 years. And just, thank God. Just thank you, God, y'all. It's just incredible. But, um, and y'all, you've got to stop and pause to thank God every few minutes, especially in a moment like that where you've needed answers, you needed prayers answered, but you also definitely needed that moment. Like y'all, in that point, even last night, y'all, I literally prayed and just prayed that today would go well and whatever these next steps would be for me, that whatever your will is for it will happen. But also just um if this is right, then I pray that you just do something, but if not, you show me. And y'all, he answered it. Like I think he truly answered it right there. So I definitely think I just saw a good perspective of him getting that answered. Like it was incredible. But um at some point, maybe at some point later I'll probably try to do um an official post or something, or even and all that, making it official. But yeah, it's crazy. Like can't believe it. But um yeah, it's pretty wild. But anyway, um yeah. So um yeah, but it's crazy. So um y'all, how is it 11:12 over here right now? That's crazy. Like that is just crazy. But um yeah, it's cray. But um yeah, it's pretty crazy right there. But yeah. So um yeah. So yeah, it's truly amazing, y'all. So oh y'all, God's good. And I'm just thankful for that. But we're just hanging out. So for those of you who are new, we're just chilling, hanging out. So feel free to ask questions down below if you haven't done so. Um, and all that. But mm, crazy. But y'all definitely, but I will definitely say these hiccups have finally stopped. So whole praise God for that. I mean, a lot of you guys can relate to how hiccups can get. Like, they can get pretty crazy for it just doing it to you. And so, um, yeah, it's wild. But, um, yeah, so you guys can just ask stuff down below. It can be anything, just don't go the opposite route with that. Um, but yeah, I but yeah, so crazy. But yeah, so um, golly, look at my bangs. That's crazy too. They're so thick. But yeah, it's just crazy. But um, yeah, it's just wild. But yeah. pretty crazy. So, um, yeah, um, but yeah, it's wild. So, um, yeah, it's crazy. The chat, but yeah, yeah. Anywho, yeah, there's not really a whole lot going on at the moment. So, y'all feel free to ask questions because y'all asking questions is one way to get the chat going and not just me trying to come up with things, because it's hard to think of things right away, So it can be anything. Just don't flip the questions to the this way. But yeah. So um yeah. My gosh, my bangs are through the roof. Man, I'm gonna have to remember how. I mean, I'm gonna have to remember to get these bangs trimmed pretty soon, cause they're crazy looking. But they're getting super thick, but they're also getting to that point where they're touching the brow and it's making me cray cray. But that's just what um it is. And so, what's the thing you're looking you're looking forward? Uh, hey, let me think. What's what's the thing you're looking forward for the most about? To answer your question, ooh, pro oh gosh, I probably would say meeting new friends and just um kind of just getting, I mean, meeting some really, just meeting more coworkers that my future coworkers I'll be working with, and also just making friends and just meeting nice people that come in to the store every day and just, you know, just having fun at it. Um, and also but also knowing that there's gonna be a lot of times I know I will be seeing my mom inside that store because she goes there like crazy because um some of the things that she sells through eBay, because she's one of those people that buy stuff from different stores, like thrift stores, antique stores, all the things, and sells it, which is really cool. And so um the store that my job that I'll now be working at, called Athens Thrift, that's one of the places she's went to like crazy. And knowing, and also I kind of, and kind of when I was just looking around in the beginning before we got started today, I could definitely see why. I could definitely see why she kind of got addicted to it, because y'all, there were so many like areas, like on the outside you would think it's a small freaking store, but nope, it's kind of like if you walk inside of like a Walmart and it's like medium sized, but it's actually bigger than it is. Like, it's crazy. Like, this place literally has things from books to kids' clothes, adult clothes, shoes, um, jewelry of any kind, clothing, um, equipment pieces, like parts to things, like bed frames, for example. Old different like, there's purses, and just all, I mean, you name it. They literally had a freaking, I know I saw they literally had some furniture, like they do have some furniture there, and then also some really cool decorations you can put in your house, which is neat, like small little decorated stuff you can display, which is really cool. And even I saw a dang shoe organizer, but it kind of made me think about what I used to have, but it's like those, it's more of those pocket ones where you kind of only have very limited shoes that you like. They're more of those like box ones where they're individual, like not like shelves, but like you can actually put it in your closet, like hang it, and you can just put only a couple pairs of shoes at a time, but it was pretty cool. But in this, but it also has a bunch of other cool stuff too in there. Um, but yeah, it's really cool in there. Um, you're gonna be a great sales associate. Thanks. I very appreciate it. Yeah, and yeah, what we're gonna try to do with me is yeah, so I think I'm gonna be I think working more towards the clothing side of it. So I'm very excited to just um I just can't wait to get started and just get an idea of how it is, but also just to see what it's like behind the scenes. And also but also to see what it actually looks like to have a job for like the first time in 4 years. Because when I first started applying to places, management would do it to me. But then finally, prayers got answered today without me knowing it. Like, I had no idea that after I would go in and just do what I did, that I also just got the biggest news that I've been dreading to freaking hear ever since then. Like, I really didn't think it would be after all that I would hear it in front of my eyes. Like, it was crazy and all that. And so, yeah, so I can't wait. But yeah, but for our uniforms, we like I said, we actually can wear pretty much anything we want to. So like we can wear like our own clothing. So like um, pretty much like I can pretty much go in there and wear a good like t-shirt and leggings or t-shirt and shorts and not have to feel like I'm having to do a lot to, you know, like today I went there a little more care just to show myself to it because it's good to look a little nice a little bit. And so I can actually like wear a lot more. But yeah, that's the best part. So literally, I know for one thing, my hair is gonna be up in a point like crazy during this, but also I will literally be wearing my Asics because y'all, those are like my most comfiest tennis shoes to wear. What if I'm on the go? What if it's working? Or what if it's me working with kids? Or if I'm just on the go. There's Asics is just a really good shoe brand just to wear for things like that because especially while working, I will say one thing that is important to me is comfort, like the best I can comfort. And so with wearing my Asics, it'll at least help some. It'll help at least some of the pressure of my feet being a little more comfortable and it not nearly as much. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. And so, um, yeah. Do you think you can film? Oh gosh. Um, I don't think so, honestly. And the thing is, well, I mean, first off, not inside the place, but I mean, I'm still able to still do content still. And plus, my hours aren't like crazy or anything. Like the hours I work are on Mondays and Wednesdays from 9 to 1 on those days. But I'm off, like, but for example, I'm off Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Fridays and Saturdays for right now until unless something change up. Well, unless if we end up changing something after a while of it doing well or so. But I will say I love the schedule layout as it is right now, especially for starting out. And if you're also if anyone's also wondering if I'm doing part time or full part, y'all, I'm doing part time. I'm honestly not trying to go full time right now because y'all, I already do a lot as it is, and it's just going full time is just not me. Like it's too crazy to even get into all that. And so, um, yeah, 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 it's a good start. Yeah, it's good to start a couple days a week and then see how you like it and see if it's doing you good. Then maybe I can add a day after, you know. At least I'll still put it to where I can still have days off, but I can still work and then also be off and then just, yes. And the best part is I'm only having to work 2 days out of the week, which is awesome. And literally I get the rest of the days off, which is awesome. And Sundays, I mean, everyone already gets Sundays off at this place because it's closed on Sundays, which is awesome. Because, y'all, like I said, who wants to work on a Sunday? It feels ridiculous. I'll say it kind of feels ridiculous working on a Sunday. Because, y'all, that's a day where we should be reflecting on ourselves, going to church, and just recapping the week and not trying to continue and all that. I I would never want to try to attempt a Sunday working like that and all that. But yeah. Um, what are you going to buy with your first paychecks? Mm, oh, that's a good question. Um, Honestly, I don't know yet. That's actually a good question. I'll have to see, but I'll have to definitely see for sure. Brahma, you're definitely killing it with questions. Like even in my previous life, you did pretty well questioning and all that, which was awesome. But yeah, I'll have to definitely see and all that. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. And so, um, yeah. But I can't wait to see how these next steps go and just just get the feeling of what it's like to work a job, but also get to actually see what it looks like behind the scenes and it actually working out, which is awesome. And even right now for like at this point now, but yeah, when I do start, I will have a job coach with me for the first little bit just to make sure that I know what I'm doing, but also if I had any questions on certain things or how to do stuff that I can also ask and all that so I know what to do and all that and kind of just know how to do certain stuff or just learn or if there's things that I'm confused on I can ask them until I'm comfortable and confident enough to kill it. And that's the best part about Texas workforce is that they are really patient with you and they work on your level and they don't just kind of be like, okay, this is definitely where I think you would be in terms of this. They actually go head to toe. and go, okay, this is, of course, the thing is, they will, of course, the thing is, yeah, you will, they'll basically will look at your likes and dislikes on jobs and areas of a job so you get an idea of what not to select and what to select. And then when you go to try it, then you know, okay, I seem like I fit better in um this area or that area, you know? Like I honestly I am glad I actually switched my original plan to Athens Thrift because hearing that the manager actually would get back to my employment specialist quicker, but also we would hear an answer right away. And it's also a good place to work too, because even the fact I did learn about the manager there is she's actually worked there before. Like she used to work there herself, and so she knows a really good layout of the store herself. And if I had questions on where certain things were in the place, she would know where I would need to go to be sure I can find where I'm supposed to be, or if I needed to drop something off, or it just makes me feel good knowing that I would that it also just it really makes me feel really good knowing um that my manager will be pretty chill with me and she wouldn't try to push me because some people, not every manager's this way, but there's some management people that can be pushy, but that's just because that's them. And yeah, and let me say, it's not really the best to really work in a job where you literally have a manager that just is a little bit harsh on you, but also you can't control it's your first day, but you also can't control that you are actually working a job for the first time in your life, but it's one of those. And it's just good to have a good work environment where the manager's gonna be nice to you and you know that they're not gonna try to think and be like, oh, you should know how to do this by now. Because I learned, I'm not a really quick learner right away, but it takes me about a couple times just to understand stuff. So that's why really good management like this place does is important because let's say you have a question on how to do something or how or what does something mean to you, they can tell you right away without judging you like that because yeah, who wants to be in that situation? Not me. Nah, not me one bit. I would rather not be in that situation and just it's crazy. But yeah. And so I'm just thankful that I'll be working with a manager who knows how to actually do her job correctly, but also she's someone who I can pretty much trust really anything about, you know? And it's good to feel like you can go up to your own manager and just be like, hey, I have a question on the layout here. How do you get from point A to point B? Or where does this go again? Like, let's say you might have heard something the first time, but your brain forgets, like me, then it can totally understand you. And let me see here. I did see someone getting here. Hey there, Roblox, how you doing? But yeah, and so, how are you doing? But, oh, why my hair? Anyway, yeah, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, um, yeah, but um, yeah, it's one of those. But yeah, it's actually incredible. And so um, but yeah, let's go, you guys. 5 people liking the live. Thank you so much for those of you who've been tapping on here. I very appreciate it. And if you're new here, welcome. And if you are a returning subscriber who's been here before, welcome back as well. I do repeat those every now and then just so new subscribers get the point that we do in here. Mind that polite perspective. But yeah. Hey there. How you doing? Hopefully you're doing well and all that. And just to do a little quick get to know me real quick for all our new incoming subscribers. Um, my name is Sunset Queen on this channel. I am 20 years old. I have been doing content for almost 6 years. Um, I need to look. It's sometime this month it'll hit the 6 year mark that I've done content, which is crazy. I think it's like late May or something like that. I need to look at the info, but just crazy to believe that, y'all. But yeah. Are you from? Yes, I'm from the US, to answer your question. Yes, almost. Yeah, it's like in a couple more weeks or so, it will be officially 6 years, which is crazy that I've done content for this long. I am a Libra, for those of you that want to know zodiac purposes. Um, I am 5'3". I'm a shorty, aka mid shorty. I classify myself as because I'm not too short, but I'm not too tall either. And 5'3" is like that middle short height range where you're not too tall, but you're really not that short either. Because, y'all, it's just what we do and all that. And so, um, but yeah. And so, um, yeah, it's impressive, y'all. But yeah. Goodness. But yeah, we're just hanging out though, y'all. So, um, and also just for those of you who are new, on my lives, we do a bunch of things from talking a bunch to answering questions that you might have. And just all I recommend about that is ask age appropriate questions. Don't try to flip that and make it inappropriate because I don't like when people do that and it's just not the best thing to do and all that. I will say that real quick too, just to point it out as well. And so, um, and y'all, what's kind of crazy to me is I'm literally wearing my freaking winter PJs in the middle of spring. Like, it's 56 degrees outside, and the low is supposed to be like 47. I think that was kind of crazy today, y'all. But yo, this kind of goes to show that Texas weather is one thing. Like, one day it can be sunny, one day it can be cloudy the next, it can be cold one day, it can be warm the next, or it can be super hot as if it's already June. Cause y'all, Texas has done all of it. Like it's done all of that in different days, which is crazy. Like, let me think. Yesterday was rainy a bunch. Um, Today was the same thing, but also it ended up also being pretty cloudy as well and just gloomy. And so, of course, on those days, it's gonna make you exhausted and just not make you want to do a lot. You know, like when the weather does that to me, it doesn't make me want to do much around here. You know, but that's just what weather does. Is it affects your mood a lot than you think it does. And so, um, yeah, that's crazy, y'all. But, um, and also for another little fun fact about me is my birthday is October 1st, um, which is crazy to believe. Honestly, like, y'all, we're now I can't believe I'm saying this though, but we are now only 5 months away until I'm 21. Yeah, so for those of you that also want to know age too, I'm 20 this year, probably 21 in October, which is crazy to think of. Like, me and my boyfriend both are turning big numbers this year. He'll be 20 in a month. I can't think that off the bat. Like, he'll be 20 next month, and then I'll be 21 in the next, um, and like, but yeah, then I'll be 21 like 4 months after him. And also, to give you kind of the math too, we are 1 year, so to give you guys the full math demonstration right here, just to show you the calculations of it, we are basically um a year a year and 4 months apart in age. So I'm 20 while he's 19. And I'll show you, I'll just say this to give you the actual demonstration. So what it'll look like is next month when AJ turns 20, I'm still 20. Then we remain the same age for 4 months out of the year. So from June 27th through September 30th, going into October 1st, and then I'm 21, which is crazy to believe. Like, y'all, I don't know who should be more terrified if it's me or him because, y'all, years 20 and 21 are like the big numbers to be in the younger years. It's literally because 20 you're like confirmed a full adult, like an actual adult, not by law, but just an actual adult, like you're out of the teens completely. And then 21 is like the big ol' celebrating a full year of like your first full year as an adult, but also you're doing a lot of the chaos stuff by 21. In which, ugh, y'all, it's crazy. And 21 is just one of those years where it's a big deal for a lot of people. And so, um, but yeah, it's crazy. So, um, yeah, but yeah, it's crazy. So, um, yeah. Anyway, um, that's just what's been happening. Mm. But yeah, it's crazy. So, um, oh, and just to kind of give you guys a little fit check. So, this is a set I'm wearing, which it's black, this black, white, and pink pajama set, and this is like a really good soft material to wear like in the winter timeline, but also in these type of conditions where it's cold to the point where you need to break out the little heavier duty stuff that's not too heavy but heavy enough where it keeps you comfortable. This isn't too thick, but it's thick enough where it can stabilize for a complete day. It's really comfortable to wear and all that. And so, um, but yeah, it's really comfortable to wear. And so, yeah. But like I said, a lot of the times this would be good for like winter, because it's like, because in the winter it gets cold like crazy. And so, yeah. But anyway, um, yeah, it's crazy though, y'all. But, um, yeah. Pretty crazy, I'm not gonna lie. But yeah, we're just hanging out though, y'all, at the moment. But yeah, but yeah. But yeah. So we're just hanging out. But yeah. So that's just what's going on there. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. So um but yeah. Um but yeah, it's crazy though, y'all. So um yeah. So anyway, um yeah, it's pretty wild though. So anyway, yeah, we're just hanging at the moment. But yeah, um things are crazy. Yeah. Anywho, anywho, but yeah, and so hey, I'll be right back. But yeah, so um, yeah, we're just hanging out though, y'all. So um, yeah. Well, so yeah, just to kind of go over just a couple quick little things real quick too. Like I said, just be sure you are being respectful in here for those of you who are just joining. Ugh, excuse me, I need on there. But um, yeah, and also y'all just have fun though, y'all, because that's what this live is about. Raymond, how are you doing? It's been a minute since you've been in here. Oh my gosh. It's literally been a day minute. But um But yeah, you guys, like I said earlier, that's good to hear that you're doing well. But yeah, y'all, I can't wait to see what God does in this next chapter. For those of you that the announce and a crazy announcement I told everyone. Um, Raymond, you haven't heard this since you weren't in here when I said it, but today, um, one of the things I did for Texas Workforce Days was I went in and did my um hang job experience. I'm so blindsided, but um, but yeah, literally though, I have been doing um, but yeah, I've been doing today was the first day I did this, but found out some crazy news on top of that. Um, Today I did what was called a job experience. So that's where I went into this place I selected for that to happen. So you pick place you would want to work at or think that looks cool to work at. And then you do a little bit of stuff around and just get an idea. And then you think about if you want to actually be in the job or not. And so, literally, like, I literally, um, but yeah, it was so crazy. And so, it went pretty well though. We were there for a good little while doing some stuff around the building. I even got to meet the manager of this place and she was really nice, and even I got to meet I think one or two employees, which was also pretty cool, and they were nice too and pretty helpful and all that. And so I got to kind of get a good layout. And also I got to get a good layout and understanding of the building as well. And so um yeah. But um yeah. But um yeah, and so um yeah, and so and the craziest part y'all was um my employment specialist, which he's been with me from like the mid beginning, like in the middle of it. He was talking with my mom about how it all went and just some updates that had to go along with a lot of it. And like I told a couple people in here earlier that but I still can't get this. I still can't get it over. But I literally, y'all, I got the job. Like, I literally got the job like on the same day. So today was the day that I found out that I actually got the job there at which and also if you want to know the name is at the place that I'm saying it's a place out here called Athens Thrift. It's a thrift store in my area. But yes, so I literally got a job. I literally got the job there without going through the interview process. Like this is just full circle, but it's also very unreal because y'all, what I was so used to is okay, you go in and get questioned, wait a few days to a week and see what happens, and then you go from there, right? Well, today was so different. I didn't think that I was really gonna get probably the best news ever, but also afterward, like actually finding out if my mom just helped me re-say it to me, it was like, what did I do? It was crazy. So Raymond, I officially now finally have a job after 4 years of trying to have that happen to me. Like, for 4 long years, I've been waiting for this day to happen because ever since I was 16 and all that, and I was applying to places from 16 to now, um, actually till 19, and then, yeah, that's crazy. So I can't believe it. So now the next steps for me are, um, here in the next like couple weeks, I should be getting some paperwork info that I just have to fill out and then get that back, and then I'll get my first paycheck started up. So literally, I'll be able to actually start right after that. So it should be hopefully, at least in my visual, at least, hopefully in the next like maybe couple weeks or so. So I'm very excited to see what this next chapter brings, but also I can't wait just to see how it all goes too, because I can't believe it. Like, I honestly can't believe it. Um, I hope I can start in a couple weeks, but I have to wait to get the paperwork back from my counselor. Um, so that way I can get to go ahead and fill that out and have my parents help me fill it out too, because that's one thing about me is I there will be some parts that I will have questions on that will be hard for me to understand. So with my parents' help, it'll be one thing and all that. And so, um, but then after I get all that filled out, I should hopefully, at least in my head, like my predictions, hopefully in a couple weeks or so, which would be awesome. And my hours, if you're wondering that too, um, I will be working Mondays and Wednesdays from 9 to 1, from 9 to 1 on those days, and I get literally Sundays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays, and Fridays off. So literally, I get the rest of the days off, but I'm just starting off working Mondays and Wednesdays first, just to get. I'm actually glad I'm starting with a couple days a week because it's definitely a good start for me. But also, it's good. It's still get days off in between, and so I'm very excited for this next step and just. It's crazy. Like, it's crazy to believe all that. Like, oh, it's crazy. And Raymond, I did see your other question too on AJ that you asked. He's doing good. I told him about the same news too, and some out of my friends and family, and it has just been amazing. Like, y'all, even I have been on cloud nine all day today. Like, I have been so, like, I was so excited for like the rest of the day. Like, I couldn't believe that God just literally answered me after that long. But even what was crazy was even I was praying last night before I went to bed, and just I was like, God, whatever happens today, if it's in your will, let it happen. But if it's not, just guide me to where I need to be, and just I just started praying things in my head, just did it. And he literally, like, praise God, he literally answered my prayers right there in that moment. Like, I was literally sitting in the car while my mom was in the grocery store getting a couple things, but not really a whole lot. 'Cause she and my dad both were at two different stores getting a couple of things. And so, um, and I'm like, you know what? While you go do that, I'm gonna sit in here and just process all this and get this all collected while it's still there, because Cause y'all, when you find out news like that, you're gonna have that excitement shock in you because you've been waiting for those words to come out for so long. And finally I can get that opportunity to actually get excited, but also just feel myself exhale for the first time, but also feel all the weight drop immediately off me because it's incredible. And so don't you know, I will say this, don't everyone in my chat think, oh, does that mean you have to quit your own job, your current with us? No. I'm still doing what I do, and thankfully it won't affect how I still do content, which is the best part. Because like I said, my work hours are only from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m., so it's only the first half of the day for 2 days each week. So that's the best part is I can still go live with you guys like any other day, but I also can still post and do all the things in here. And so I don't have to leave you guys for extended periods of time and be like, oh, why have we not gotten anything lately? You know? And so don't worry about that one bit because I'm still doing what I do because I love you guys like crazy. And it's just amazing. And yeah, and so to kind of and also to give you kind of an idea of yeah. So what is the job we're gonna do? I'm gonna help out so kind of what my job description really is I'm doing merchandising, so I'll help re-fix the clothing portion of the store, but also other areas too that are needed. So just making sure that everything looks nice and put together, but also um just whatever needs to get done is gonna happen. But yeah, Bells, I see you're new, so welcome. How are you doing? But yeah, it's really cool, and so I'm very excited. Yeah, I'm excited about all this coming up, and I will for at least a good first little while. I'll have a job coach with me during this process, and so um, this way, if I needed help on a question or if I just needed a little more understanding on certain points in the job, then I can get a little bit of help in the first beginning to get me started, and then after that, he'll just head back to do what he does, and then just do what I do. And that way I get a little bit of a helper start just to help me know I'm doing the right stuff and making sure it's me understandable. Because a lot of you guys know my level of learning is a lot slower than what some of us would be learning typically. And so, um, yeah, it's pretty crazy. But yeah, it's crazy to believe that at 20 years old, I'm finally hearing the words I was waiting to hear for 4 years. Because a lot of you guys know I was 16 when this process started. And now knowing that I am 20 and it's finally happening, oh, feels so good. But also, y'all, it's really amazing. Like, I'm just so beyond blessed to have finally have made it to this point. And like I said, I can't wait for this next chapter and to see what it's like being behind the scenes of all of it. But just, oh, it's amazing. And I'm doing good to answer your question there, Bells, as well. I did see your question too. I was just finishing up my sentence and all the things. Um, hang on, y'all. Give me just a minute. But yeah, it's pretty incredible. And so, um, yeah, it's pretty great. But yeah, so I can't wait, y'all, for this next step to happen and just I can't believe it. I really honestly can't believe it. And so, y'all, let's go. 7 likes in the chat. Please be tapping those likes if you haven't done that already. But if you have, don't even listen to me. Because if you listen to me, this does not even need to be your info. But if you haven't, feel free to. So it lets YouTube know that our lives are doing really well on here and not LinkedIn's not switched, you know, helps out with the algorithm and all that. And so, yes, yeah, like I said, I can't wait for just to see what happens next and all that. But yeah, it's very crazy just to believe it and all that. So, um, yeah, it's pretty wild, but so crazy. Um, but yeah, cray cray. But yeah, but yeah. So anyway, but that's good though that it seems like it was a alright kind of day though. But yeah, honestly, I really can't believe it though, because it's like I don't even know how in the heck it did that to me. But it was, yo, that's just how good God is right there. I'll say that right now. Like God is so good, y'all. He can just make so many things happen without knowing it and all that. But oh, yeah, but yeah. Oh, thanks, Raymond. I very appreciate it. And yeah, it's crazy to believe it. Like, I'm so excited. Just, I can't honestly wait for God to keep moving in this next chapter and just get kind of the idea of what it's like to actually have a job and actually start my experience actually, cuz like I am just over the moon. Like I have just been over the moon all day today of how crazy this day was. Like y'all, honestly, y'all should have seen me directly when I found out. Like y'all should have seen me directly of how excited I got, cause like I did not think that. From what I was kind of half hearing that it was actually the actual deal. But it was because I also was just getting back from chilling and all the things. But yeah, it's pretty crazy. And so, yeah. Isn't like that? Oh, thanks, Raven. I very appreciate it, and good night to you, and all that. And I'm glad that you came on. But and also thanks. And also, I will say this: thank you to everyone who's came on here so far and just giving me the support, but also y'all just don't y'all been doing what you do on here, you know? And so, um, but anyway, um, yeah, it's pretty crazy. So, um, yeah, yeah, it's crazy. And so, um, yeah, it's wild. But, yeah, it's crazy. It's, I just can't believe it, though. That's happening. But yeah. Yeah. Um, but yeah. So anyway, um, but yeah. Um, so it's pretty crazy. And also for those of you that are wondering what time I did wake up this morning for all this, I woke up at like 6:30 this morning. Just because at first I had to be up by then just because it was starting at like 11. At first it was supposed to be from, no, not 11, it was supposed to be at like 9, from 9 to 12, but then it had to be pushed back a little bit, a few minutes, because of an incident that they had to do, and so it was more pushed. Instead it got pushed back at least till like 11:15, and so instead it gave me literally a lot of time just to chill, but um yeah, just kind of get all that on me. But then around 10 something was when I left, like 10:40 or so. I think maybe 10:30 was when I left for it. And then after that, I got there about 10, I think 10:50ish, or early 50ish. I can't remember. It was like late 10 something I got there. And so, um, yeah, but, um, yeah. And so, um, yeah. Um, but yeah, it's pretty crazy. And so, um, yeah, and all that. Um, and so, yeah, it's pretty crazy. Um, yeah, it's pretty crazy. And, oh, um, oh, yeah. Sorry about I'm streaming here. Okay, hear that. Man, my dog is literally dreaming from this door. But yeah, she was literally just dreaming. That's why y'all heard a crazy little sound go off. Oh, there it goes. Back at it. Yeah. But that is crazy. And so, um, but yeah, it's wild. And so, anywho, um, yeah, crazy. Right. Um, yeah. So, um, yeah, it's wild. But, um, so anyway, I have been on here for at least a good hour and a half or so in here. Um, but um, what I'm probably gonna do is I'm probably gonna get off here probably pretty soon. Um, just so that way I can charge my phone, but also um and all that. But for those of you who came in here and supported the channel, a big shout out to y'all for stopping on by, but also a big shout out to everyone who was new today. So a big shout out goes to y'all for supporting and doing what you're supposed to. But yeah, I will see a good majority of a lot of you guys back here on Sunday next. So I will see you guys out and about.